This week, Sasuke Shinden came out. I gotta say, it was pretty romantic and wholesome. I think Sasuke having this sweet side to him, actually showcasing his love for Sakura was pretty fucking awesome. And seeing how their quest to get the map to the heaven, all that seems to be going very smoothly. I might add. Like so, Sasuke and Sakura, they make it down to the library. They see this gambling fellow. They ask for the where the master of the heavens could be, but apparently in the basement. And the thing about the basement is you can actually get hanged up just by existing in that place, which is actually insane to me. I thought it was going to be a major plot point, but apparently isn't. Nothing even happened because even though they crossed the basement, I guess no one found out, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping for a little fight, another rematch between Sasuke and that dinosaur, but whatever. So Sakura actually decides to gamble against that guy for the key to the basement, and this new game is Starline, and Sasuke he tried to play smooth. He tried to low key kind of downplay the situation by saying, "While you pretend to play against him, I'm gonna be the genius and cast genjutsu on him, so we could just easily win the match." Done deal. Because he obviously didn't really have good he didn't have really good judgment on Sakura's gambling capability. Because I don't think we ever seen Sakura gamble prior to this. But regardless, Sakura out here looking like I am the discipline of Tsunade. I got this. Even though Tsunade was a bad gambler, I got this. I'm good at this. I can show you what I'm capable of, which he really does because somehow, despite the fact this librarian is a known gambler, he obviously has played Starline for a lot longer than her at the very least because Sakura she didn't even know what Starlight even was. So the fact that she even managed to tie the game out to the point where he got bored and decided to give her the key because he just didn't want to keep on going. It was incredible to see that. And Sasuke obviously he looks super shocked that she managed to win. But she explains the reasoning that even as a teenager, she was gambling against Tsunade, and since Tsunade would be winning against her a lot, she kind of came with the big brain idea to actually just tie the matches out with Tsunade, so that way it is less time consumed on gambling, and they could just be done and go about with the rest of their lives, which is pretty smart for Sakura to do. And apparently, when they actually before they actually do reach the basement, Sasuke actually thinks about GG and how GG is makes a good point that what if some bad boy actually come after your honey, and Sasuke actually retorts by actually giving Sakura a ring, and it was just so awesome to see how she was so damn happy. She was like, this is the most happiest I have seen Sakura in a while, both anime and manga. So I was so happy to see, she wasn't even paying attention to what Sasuke said, and to the point where she was just looking at it all for a lot for a lot longer than Sasuke would have thought, because Sasuke isn't normally romantic. He's just mostly reserved. So the one time that he actually does show something romantic, it's a big one, and obviously she is thrilled about it. So when they do get to the basement, somehow Sakura if it can send what the layout of the way to the basement is just through touching the door, which is absolutely crazy to me how she could figure out what the layout is without even seeing it. Like I don't think we have seen that before, or at least it's been a long time, and I definitely can't remember that. But they actually do make it to the basement. They actually do find the map to the heaven, and I gotta say, this shit actually confused me. I actually had no clue what the fuck was going on. So it was really weird seeing how there's this constellation and they represent different parts of the month. That part I get. That's fine. But I don't get how that exactly reveals the location of the map of these dust particles or whatever you want to call them. I don't get how that's gonna reveal it because cause it's all confusing to me personally. But regardless, they actually do see that that it's they actually do get this important clue. It's obviously a big one, and it's their next step to be able to find a cure for Naruto. And for Naruto, I mean, again, like for Sasuke and Sakura, like it is such a good way to make Naruto sick. Like this is a good way to segue their romance together. It's a good way for them to bond because we don't really get to see them bond all that much. I mean, Naruto and Hinata, they had their movie done for the last. And it's not Sasuke, and Sakura. They haven't really had that big moment. Besides, obviously, there's manga now, so which is great to see because again, they are such a great damn good team together. And for Sasuke, she actually does see this interesting weird paper that says that has a note with the mark of Konoha, and it's very surprising to me how it's either someone like how who has connection to Konoha and wrote that. I wonder who at the very being who wrote that into place. And the funny thing is about that is actually it could be Kakashi. It could be Kakashi. Maybe Kakashi may have already made his way there. But regardless, I get it. But they found this painting, and this painting it looked really badass. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looked like something like side work, which obviously Sakura makes a point of, because since he was originally a member of T7, so it just looked really badass. So they decided to keep it because they had no clue what they're gonna do with it. So luckily, Sakura, while she investigates that, Sakura could stay in jail, I suppose, and he gets this random note to saying him be at the library at 2 p.m. Do not miss this date. And I don't know what's going to happen in the next chapter because obviously I haven't read the night novel, but I am super stoked to see how Sasuke's going to go about this. Because I do think we're going to get a major fight for Sasuke and Sakura actually crossing the rules are not going into the basement. I do think he's going to get his compulsions, his punishment. So we just got to see how all that goes. But regardless, I think the romance section is probably is probably my most favorite part of this entire manga, easily. Because like the fact that Sasuke was what he decided to be that romantic for he wants to show his love that badly to Sakura to make sure that no one else gets her. That actually he was that jealous to the point where you know what I'm gonna show the boys how it's done. I'm gonna show what Sakura means to me, and he gives about giving her a ring and like again like if the Shinobi world was a peaceful world, yeah he would be chilling at Sakura's house every day, all day. I mean, no debate. But obviously, his duty has to come first. Which obviously does suck for Sakura and Sarada, but of course they understand. And it's just so great to see. Like this is the one time where Sasuke and Sakura actually do get to interact for an extended period of time beyond the occasional Sasuke going to Sakura's house and then dipping. Here we actually have more than that, and that's what I'm excited. That's what I'm excited about. But we're just gonna have to see what happens in the next chapter, which I think is gonna be a great one. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter as a whole. But regardless, I'll see you guys on the next one.